Welcome to Fasting Footlong, where I'll be doing a 30-day Subway Footlong challenge. I'm basically the guinea pig, and I'm going to show you what 30 days of Subway dieting will do. Today is January 28th, and I'm going to weigh myself. Come on, let it be low. 272. That's not that too bad. Okay, here comes the embarrassing part. Picture time. I know you think, okay, Subway, eating Subway, having a Snickers and drinking Diet Pop is not exactly healthy, which technically probably not the best. But if you consider what I ate in the past, it's a million times better. And right now, my main goal is to get the weight off and get the weight off now. In the past, I overdid it, like as in like when I did Carnivore. I wanted perfection. Like I wanted a super clean diet. I wanted to exercise, lift weights. I wanted to do treadmill, have activity. It was just too much, and I failed. And anytime I expected perfection, if I veered off in any way, like if I gave in and ate a piece of bread, then it was just, and then the temptations were there. Like I was really struggling sometimes. So when I did eat, I veered off really hard. And I'd veer off for like a week, and I just binge eat and gain all the weight back, and I felt deprived. It's just not a good scenario. With this weight, and if you think about it, I just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like I try to do it, then I fail. I try to do it, fail. It's actually really taking a toll on me. I know it is. So yes, eating Subway and a Snickers and Diet Pop order. But you know what? It gets the weight off quick. My main goal is to get the weight off and get the weight off now. I don't want to wait 2 years, okay? I want it now. So eating 1,000 calories or under a day, I should lose the weight fairly quickly. The most of all, what's most important to me, I think it's sustainable. I enjoy eating. And when I eat the sandwich, it tastes really good. You can actually do a different sandwich at Subway. There's better sandwich choices like rotisserie chicken, turkey. You get more protein, more food, I guess. It's maybe more filling for you. But because I enjoy the marinara. So my favorite foods, as you could probably tell, is spaghetti. Spaghetti, pizza. Like that's why I like the sauce. Like I can just eat the sauce. Like that's what I love. So eating this, I kind of get a hint of it. I enjoy it. And when I do eat it, I do feel content because it's only 1 meal a day. It's very filling. And you're probably wondering what OMAD is. Well, OMAD stands for 1 meal a day. It is basically you eat 1 meal a day and the convenience why I like OMAD. This works for me though. The reason why I like it is because honestly, who wants to cook all day? Like I hate, like before my life revolved around food, like literally from sun up to sundown. It's like, what am I going to eat? And then you get done eating that. Then it's like, what am I going to eat next? And you get done with that. It's like, what snack am I going to have? It's just an ongoing deal. You feel like you can't get nothing done because it's just all day long. It's just, what am I going to eat? What am I going to cook? And 1 meal a day is so much simpler. Like you don't have to slave away at the stove all day long. You just know you get 1 meal done. And the fact that you get all the fasting advantages, it's a built-in calorie restrictor. It's really hard to overeat on OMAD. Like if you really eat just 1 meal a day, it is truly hard. It can be very difficult to overeat on it because you're only eating 1 meal, and if you drink a lot of water before that meal, it's even better. So you find yourself very, very content when you do eat. Instead of eating a little bit, instead of just eating small increments throughout the day, and then you're like constantly hungry, you're only eating 1 meal a day, and when you do eat, you feel content. Another awesome advantage is cheaper, guys. Like think about how much money you save. 1 meal a day, right? It cuts your bill by 66%. But first of all, you guys probably wonder how I order my sub. I actually use the mobile app for several reasons. First of all, I do it because of promo codes. Every 4th sub is free. You can usually find like a promo code to get like a discounted sub. And also like it's so much easier to order. Like as in you can, once you place an order, it remembers how you order it. So if you had a custom sub, you could just kind of reorder the same thing over and over. So it's just so much easier. And you can have it basically ready by the time you get there, which is, very convenient. But exactly how I order the sub, I actually order the sub. I order it Veggie Delight. And you probably like, why is he order Veggie Delight? He gets marinara, right? Well, that's the cheapest sub they sell. It's $8.39 at my location. Your location might vary, but that's what I pay over here. And what I do is I make it on whole grain. I toast it, take away all the veggies, and I add extra marinara. It comes out to, I think, 680 calories at the Subway app, and it is and I pay $8.39, which is not bad, think about it. Plus you throw in, okay, let's say, how much does it cost a day to feed me, right? Well, I'm a 300-pound fat man, so you would imagine it costs a lot to feed someone like that, right? Well, if you throw the sub, let's throw in a Snickers at $1.50. I only eat half of it. I think it's like $2.75 for a king size. I eat half. $1.50 is on the high side, so it's $10. A little less than 10 actually, but then I also get a refill at my gas station for soda. So $11 a day if I were to do all that. Sometimes I don't do Snickers, so $11 a day, 30 days a month, $333 to feed a grown man. I'll take it. Not too bad, right? Another thing about this diet that I like, my main goal for this diet, is pretty much, this is like the core of the diet, okay? It is OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. What I eat in that OMAD is basically a free-for-all. Now, I like to keep it 1,000 calories or under, but if I could fit it under 1,000, it works. But for the challenge, I'm going to do Subway. But maybe after that, if I want something different, if it fits, then I can do it. But if you're smart, this is what but if you're smart, when you do the 1,000-calorie OMAD meal, you want to do more bang for your buck, as in, you want the most filling, satiating food that will fill you up. Let's say if you did 1,000 calories worth of something that, something that's not very filling, but really, really tasty, you might find yourself really hungry after you're done. And then all night long, you're suffering because you're still hungry. But if you are smart about it, and then you do 1,000 calories of something that's more satiating, it'd be a lot easier to stick with it because all night long, that food stuck to you and then you're good. You're probably wondering what exercise I'm going to do. Truthfully, I don't really have to do anything, but for my heart health and just for my mental state, I do notice a little bit exercise helps me, my mental state, to stick with it, because I realize how hard it is to burn the calorie. I'm less likely to give in and eat. So what I do is, which I don't have to, I'm not doing it. My goal is to do it every day, but it doesn't mean I have to. Like if it gets to the point where the treadmill, which that's what I'm going to do, treadmill 2 miles a day on average for most of the week, not every day. But if there are days I don't feel like doing it, I won't do it. But if it interferes with my weight loss, as in like it makes me more hungry, because when you activity, of course you get hungry. So if I do it and then I get super hungry and then I want to break my OMAD or want to eat more, then it's not going to be effective. So I'm going to give that up. But for now, my goal is to do light exercise. So 2 miles a day, 1,000 calories or under. I'm going to try Subway for 30 days, and I'll let you guys know how it turns out. So you guys, and why I think it'll be successful is the adherence to it is a lot more. I feel like I can do it. Other diets I messed up on. I feel deprived. I give in. I eat. I've been on pretty much all the diets. I've been on keto. I've been on carnivore. I've been on just low calorie. There's so many diets I've been on. I've always failed. And the most recent diet was carnivore, which, and what it is I did lose a little bit of weight in the beginning, but I think it's a lot to do with just the water weight coming off. But what it was is I would eat, to where I felt like content. I would eat, honestly, 2 pounds of beef a day. 2 pounds of beef at the beef that I bought at Walmart was like a 73-27 mix. So it's literally 27% fat. Like it was high calorie. It was 1350 per pound, 2 pounds a day, 2,700 calories just in meat. And I wasn't a true carnivore. I did eat a little bit of seasonings, no sugar, to ketchup, because I couldn't just eat regular beef. Ugh. Like I did good with just a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of ketchup. Like I try to stay away from cheese, but it's just a lot of calories. So I just stalled. And then of course, stalling, it doesn't motivate me to stick with it. And then one thing about me is I treat food as fun, which I need to change that in my head. But I like food. I treat it as enjoyment in some form, I guess. So if like a birthday, a holiday, say if we're gonna go somewhere, like I associate going out to eat or doing something fun. I don't know what it is, but if I don't have food with it, it's no longer fun. So that's one thing I kind of have to break myself of. But so being able to do this diet, I feel like I get to enjoy food a little bit. I'm not saying like, completely, but the fact that I don't feel really deprived, so I'm a lot less likely to give up. And one thing also I had a big issue with that I have to break is whenever I'm like, before this, when I was on Carnivore, I wanted to eat clean. My whole brain was eat clean, eat as healthy as possible, lift weights, be active, and eat like as less as possible. And honestly, that was just too much. Like throwing all that together, I couldn't keep up with it. And the fact that I was eating, and when I'm on a diet, anytime I veer off, let's say if I was on Carnivore, if I was on a different diet, if I were to eat something, right? Let's say if I took a bite of Snickers, or I took, or if I veered off, if I ate something with carbs in it, I automatically, because I ate it, I think I failed. And because I think I failed, I wind up giving up. Like, it's like, well, I had to buy the Snickers, so my diet's shot. So there you go, binge eat. And then it goes into a week of work. It goes into like a week worth of eating bad and gaining all the weight plus some. So I've learned that I don't want to feel deprived. Channel, I mainly did it because I want to be accountable. I feel like I'm more likely to succeed if I have to answer to someone. So going on video, having to record my weight every day, showing what I ate, and having I feel like there's a lot more accountability, a lot more embarrassment if I don't succeed or if I don't do what I say. So this is another step in the right direction. Now let's talk about how much I used to weigh. And let's talk about how much I used to weigh. Okay, my biggest weight, well, the biggest recorded weight was 297. And what happened was, when I weighed myself at 297, it was several years ago, I kind of, once I hit 297, because I was so close to 300, I kind of stopped weighing myself. I kind of put my head in the sand and just didn't want to look. So I know I hit well over 300, but technically the scale only showed 297. That might feel better, right? But I weighed over 300. Now, you asking how much did I weigh when I started this challenge? Truthfully, I actually was losing weight for the last couple weeks on a low calorie diet. I was eating a lot of Subway, but not every day. But now I will do a challenge every day to see exactly what it does. But when I started this challenge, I was probably, I weighed myself, but I didn't record it. It was like 285. And honestly, I was actually in the low 290s not too long ago, maybe a few months ago. Like, it's bad. I keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This is why I feel like this diet is this diet is the diet for me. I'm not deprived. I won't give in because I already have what I want. I'll succeed. I'll show you some pictures of myself. This is embarrassing. This is me at almost my fattest. Sadly, this is not even my fattest, but it was close. This is when I first started trying to lose weight. I lost a little bit, gained. It's just a back and forth thing. But yeah, it's quite embarrassing. Here's another picture of myself. It's almost hard to look at, truthfully. If you look at my cheeks and my chin, guys, like I was heavy. I'm like 272 pounds now. So honestly, that's probably over 300 at that picture. Okay, here's another picture of myself. This is when I'm all dressed up. I was pretty fat. I was probably about the same time, maybe a little. Honestly, it could be more fatter. That or the suit didn't flatter me, guys. It's probably over 300 pounds in that picture too. All right, thank you. That joke. Okay, guys, I'm back from Subway. Okay, you guys want to see my meal? Let's go. Footlong. I'm going to be eating half of this. You guys want to see the calories? It is right here. I'm only eating half of this. It's 220. Hopefully you can see it. Put that over here. 220 if you can read it. It's kind of hard, but. And then also I have this. I know I'm a work in progress, guys. I don't recommend doing a gallon of soda, but they have this at my local gas station. It's $1.29 for a refill. It's right here. It's a Yeti. I'll drop the link in the description, but it holds a gallon. I use it for water and for pop, but you know. But let's take a quick look at the sub sound, shall we? Don't that look amazing? Oh man, I tell you what. Look at that. Here. It's not supposed to have meat in there. That's a no-no. First bite, look at that. Messy goodness, trust me. I'm so hungry. Oh my gosh, it's good. Come on guys, Subway diet, let's go. Now I'm gonna ask you, what is your favorite sub at Subway? That is day 1 in the books. 1 marinara and a half a Snickers down. Now the clock starts again for my next 23-hour fast.